Today is April 15th, which means it's tax day. And I got up early, did my editing, took a walk. We changed internet providers just recently, but we aren't really having the best time with our internet. I don't know if it's because they're new or whatever. I hope it works out for us. Hope that we can get better internet. I'm editing on a computer that's over 12 years old. I think it's coming up to 13 years soon. So it takes a long time for to load things. And the internet's slow. Internet being slow doesn't help that. But for the most part, we haven't really done too much today. Just trying to catch up on sleep. So let me see. What topic do I want to talk about today? I'm a Christian and I believe in God, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy. I think there's a lot of doubt in my mind. I think it's less that I doubt God exists, as much as it's almost like I've been having trouble just focusing, thinking. When a lot of people think about Christianity, there's some very negative views in terms of the stereotypes and stuff. And I've met those people who've been around Christians or live in a Christian environment to the point where they're almost delusional in terms of the real world. And I don't want to be that kind of person. I think life is a relationship. It's a back and forth, like a melody or a song with the harmony and the I forget what they call the other part. So a question that people might ask is, why am I Christian? So back before I was in school, when I was at church, they have the children's program. And the teacher there said something along the lines of, all of you most likely are going to turn away from God when you get older. And I kind of made the decision. I said, I don't want to turn away from God. In fact, I kind of said, you know what? It's my life and my choice. And I'm going to live life as a Christian because I want to. And you know what? If God doesn't exist, oh well. It's only my life. And you know what? I've always stated that I don't want to live like other people do. Not as an act of rebellion, but an act of, I don't know. And just, I don't want to have to change who I am as a person. I want to be able to be me. And there's definitely been times in my life where that has affected me socially, where I've had no friends or had a hard time understanding what was going on. I mean, I was in the military, and man, I did not have an easy time there. I did not understand at all about who I was in terms of other people. And it's hard to look back. I really don't like to talk about my military experience. There's probably a lot of good in it. There's a lot of good people and a lot of good situations. But most of the time, all that gets covered up by the amount of sorrow and fear I had. I respect all people who choose to be in the military. But I also have to say that there's some people who should never be in the military. It's not a way of life for everybody. And especially when it comes to active duty. Active duty military are constantly in that environment, the military environment. And so once you're in that, getting out is really difficult in terms of living a normal life afterwards, as well as being able to handle certain circumstances. You train so hard and work so hard with a certain mentality, and then you're expected to, go home and play nice. It means that there's a lot of veterans that end up not being able to function in normal society. And sometimes it means that they can come off as mean or frustrating or intimidating. We don't have the same kind of system that existed after some of the other wars, in terms of everybody knows the experience and is able to create a community. It's not quite the same. Our military is completely voluntary, which is good, but it means that there's a lot of people that can't find means there's a lot of veterans that can't find a community or a place where they belong after they're out. Anyway, that's my spill. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.